LinkedIn is pretty great at a lot of things, like helping you tap into the latest trends and insights in your field. We cannot stop your coworker from tapping her pencil. LinkedIn can help you find new jobs that align with your career goals. We cannot help you find the source of that weird smell in the office fridge. Ew. And while we can't stop your coworkers from bringing their hobbies into the office, LinkedIn can help you bring your career to the next level. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
Hello and welcome to Brad Rolls. If you remember last time, we find our detective really channeling a bunch of different information. The old D. Kapersky super detective has managed to find the first piece of physical evidence, a key to room 302. What's behind that door, we do not know. But before they went off to this room, they experienced a terrible flashback of mass murder. So the detective wakes up in the elevator. They're kind of like bleary-eyed. They're kind of like wiping their eyes a little bit, and then all of the many mental pieces of the detective come to themselves within the elevator. So that is the scene, and you all may talk in your head. Oh, and I suppose I should assign the magnifying glass. That's going to be assigned to... Excuse me, I came up with who it actually is. It's the Haru Specs, Cody's character.
Oh, shit.
It's the first. Is the first one to own the magnifying glass.
Okay. So we're off the elevator. We did go to the third floor, right?
You're on the elevator. That's where
we're on the elevator.
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I don't like this elevator. I didn't trust it before either.
I don't like that we flame broiled a bunch of people at some point. That was
oh no, I'm not. I mean, seems that's probably just.
I'm not convinced that really happened. I'm sure that's just us remembering a movie or maybe a training film back from the academy or something. No. I'm sure that's not actually something.
Allow me to put everyone at ease. That wasn't us.
That was the Ravens. The Ravens were talking to us again. Okay? It's fine.
See? Not us.
Not us. The Ravens. The birds.
Why would we remember it as us?
Oh.
Why would we want to remember? Just let go.
What is memory? I mean, who knows? But I know what I felt, and I know what I saw.
Do we though? I mean, look at the facts. We're in an elevator. We're nowhere near fire. We're nowhere near a flamethrower. We're nowhere near. Well, we are near a dead body. If we were really like a war criminal, would we be a cop? I don't think so. We're a cop. We're a damn good cop, and that is who we have to be.
And not to correct you, super detective.
Right, super detective. We should probably
go save our partner. Let's get off this elevator.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, the stairs, to remind you, the stairs we thought was a pretty good plan, and that didn't work out so great. So if we don't take the elevator, we don't take the stairs. What do? We can't climb up the outside of the building. We'll fall into the abyss.
We're going to have to get out of the elevator. We're already on the elevator. We're getting out of the elevator.
Okay.
Did we go anywhere?
We got to check the lamp.
The lamp. For...
Well, I don't know.
It could be anything, though. Right?
Could be anything. The lamp's going to take us to what happened to our partner, so...
Well,
I don't see any reason why we shouldn't check the lamp, so let's go check the lamp.
And a key is basically just permission to go into a room, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, let's just go in there. I mean, it's practically our room. We have 2 rooms.
I mean, let's open a new door.
Why would we not have 2 rooms? You wouldn't want to get, if someone thinks you're in one room, you can go into the other room.
I hate to say it, this does actually lend credence to the idea that we do have a partner that they're not telling us about. And that it's a partner we do not have a romantic relationship with, because
Who has time for that shit?
Or maybe we did because we have the key to their room. Maybe they have the key to ours.
Ooh.
We don't need a key to our room because we can go wherever we want. We are a super detective.
True, but the door doesn't know that. You know what? We should at least try the door. If the door is locked...
The door is an inanimate object that just so happen can manipulate very easily.
Yes, you can.
Since I have the glass, can I ignore their conversation that's on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, 100%. 100%. Okay, so you're gonna leave the elevator. Are you gonna you're gonna go to 302, the room key that you have?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
actually, you know what? First, I just want to see if room 304 is open.
Okay. Yeah. So you go over to the door and you try to like turn the handle on it, and it's not. It's locked.
It was worth a try.
While he's handling that, since he's touching it, and the light touch is kind of weird with this stuff. Is this an interlock? Can I make an interlock check?
I mean, you'd have to ask. You'd have to agree upon it with the person holding the magnifying glass. Gotcha. If they want to do what you want them to do, you got to convince them.
Okay. The act of you touching a locked door makes me want to fiddle with it. Would you like for me to try to make an interlock to see if, just the right jiggle or jerk of this handle is what is necessary to open it?
Yes.
Cool.
But I think if you fail this, then we don't know how to use doorknobs anymore because of my flaw, and we're gonna feel like doorknobs are like doorways to something spiritual. So like, go for it. That sounds great to me. My personality wants to get into that room anyways. Something drew me to it.
And I don't feel
just
like...
be aware of the consequences.
No. And I don't feel like I should be tied down by little things like a mundane key to let me into places.
Yeah, the detective wants to listen at the door, but she's not going to get away here.
You just didn't try hard enough.
Wow.
Nope, did not. It's fine.
Watch it.
I'm sure nothing will happen. It's our room. It's not like there'll be a booby trap or like a legion of bad guys like ninjas with nunchucks waiting for something.
We'll never know unless we open the door. And if we don't like it, we just leave.
I bend down, get real close to the door, and say, "Open sesame."
Okay.
Turn it in.
Okay, yeah. Can you roll a...
I rolled my interlock.
Oh, he already rolled it, brother.
You already... the person holding the magnifying glass has to do the rolls. Has to do the rolls. If you're holding the magnifying glass, you gotta do the rolls.
That sounds awfully sus to me.
That does sound
you gotta you gotta do the rolls if you're holding the magnifying glass.
Is it R/D6?
You probably should have tried to convince him to give you the
spaces.
The glass.
It's /R2D
R space 2D6. There.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Get dunked on.
Yeah. I know.
Get dunked on. For the listeners at home, when I light touch rolled interlock, I got double sixes on my roll, and then when the GM asked for us to re-roll, the horror specs rolled double sixes on their TV.
You know what?
I said the magic words. I already said the magic words. It was already done.
See, here's the thing. You all maybe think, maybe I haven't played this game with you all for 2 years, but I can't railroad you. So I'm prepared for pretty much anything outside of like you're in the sky, so don't jump out of the hotel. That's the only thing. Which you all did not.
And that we have done that also, I'll remind you.
That might not stop us.
We have done that.
All right. So you whisper So the scene is the detective turns down and whispers into the door, "Open sesame," right? And tries it again. You open the door. The door immediately opens for you, and you walk into a room. It's kind of like a dark room. There's a small bed in there. There's like a little chair. There's a bathroom. Nothing is kind of like immediately. This looks like a new hotel room to you. Nothing is amiss. There's a nightstand beside the bed, and there is a lamp on it.
I feel like I should check out that lamp too.
Yeah.
Let's go turn on the lamp.
Yeah, let's be enlightened.
Can you roll exo familiarity for me?
Yeah, is that plus what? Plus who?
The +1 for exo familiarity.
Get a 9.
A 9, yeah. A 9 + 1 is a 10, so that is a full-on success. And
That
so you
includes
do
the
have.
+1.
Oh, that includes the +1. Okay, yeah. So that is a mix. That is a mixed success. What happens is the world is going to get a point of deja vu, but you hear a voice, kind of like there's like almost like an intrusive thought that has come into your brain, and you hear a voice say, "Do it 3 times."
Yes.
Oh,
That's exactly what we do.
Okay, yeah.
Talents or whatnot is what you don't know can hurt you. So with that mixed success, with that power, if we successfully investigate something with exofamiliar, we learn whether it's dangerous or how it could be. Since it was a mixed success, I don't know if that counts to activate that power.
So I will say that you know that if you turn this 3 times, something will change. Like there will be change. There is no present danger, I would say, but something will change.
It's fine. Do it 2 more times. Do it.
Absolutely.
Who knows what will happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you change the light bulb, so you turn it on and then you turn it off. And it's like when you first turn a light off, you know, it's like really dark. Like as you turn it off that second time, it's like fully pitch black, and then you turn it back on, and then you realize the lamp's not there anymore. In front of you is a large open forest meadow. You look around and you see a door to your far left that says 302 on it. In front of you is like almost like a grassy area that's secluded by these giant trees. In the middle of this grassy area is a hole in the ground. At the front of it is a headstone, kind of like with some scribblings on it, with these kind of like little markings on the top. To the side is a pile of dirt with a shovel in it, but inside of the hole, as you peek down, there is a body in there. And please refer to the scene in front of you. Everybody should be able to see it.
Okay.
Well, that's not supposed to happen. What the hell?
This is a second body.
Grave?
But this is a second body.
This is supposed to be a
Is this a
hotel
second
room.
body, or is this the same body as we saw earlier hanging?
This is a body dressed in brown.
Second body. Okay. So I have what are these called? Perks, skills.
Yes.
City Strangled and Red Strings. Basically, if I contemplate something, think about it some, I can roll one of exofamiliarity, reconstructure, or hackles, and depending on my successes, I can learn how it's connected to our case. I like to roll that to figure out if I can see some information, either reconstructure or exofamiliarity, for this body and see if it's connected to the other body, and how. Specifics.
Okay.
Does it matter which one you want me to roll? I think it doesn't for this. I think we have +1 for each.
I think I'm gonna have you do like an exofamiliarity. I think that would make the most sense because some weird stuff's happening.
Obviously.
The entire 2 years
that's
have
a
been
9.
Alex exofamiliarity. Though.
Yeah, so that's a mixed kind of a mixed success.
It says if there's a connection to something relevant to the case you don't know yet, you learn that it exists, but not like a name. Or if there's no connection, we learn that.
Yeah, so you were surveying this area. This area is much cleaner in terms of the scene. You're kind of looking around. This looks like that it was intentionally dug. The headstone was intentionally placed. And you look down at the hole in the body, like you're kind of standing over and you look down, and the body looks very peaceful, like it's been put there. It was made to lay to rest, as opposed to the other body, which was not laid to rest. It looked mangled. It looked like a different scene. This is not trying to be something. That scene was trying to be a suicide. This scene is just a death. Now how this death happened, that's for you to find out. But the like as you look around, you realize that the thing that's different about this is this seems very ritualistic. Like everything was very much like put together for the purpose of housing this body. And as you look down into the body, you feel kind of like hang on, I gotta find. Yeah, you feel kind of like weird, like your knees start shaking, and then that one knee that you bumped earlier kind of gives way, and you fall into the grave, and you land on top of the body, and you're like encased in like, not I'd say encased, but like the number of strands of fiber from this body kind of like pierce you through your skin. Like it's all very rough, but you realize it's a bunch of fur, that this body is just like covered in like skins of animals, almost like a hunting suit and a coon skin kind of hat, but the face still feels warm. But you realize that there is no heartbeat anywhere in this hole with the body. You have not lost the magnifying glass either.
So lividity, time of death, stage in the scene. This is all stuff we've got to make notes of. All of this. This is important. This means something.
I don't want to deal with this. Somebody
Look at his mouth.
It's too much. It's too much. I want to give it to I want to give it to our guy that doesn't like being trapped.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
That would be me.
Yeah. So you're snuggled up with a dead body in a grave in the woods.
Well, I want
in his mouth.
I want the fuck out of here. Would that be like coordination?
To get out of the
grave. I don't want in the grave.
You don't want in the grave, and you want to get out. Help me! I have fallen, and I cannot get up. Yeah, I would say that would be a.
He has a mouth, and I don't want to.
I would actually say that would be an inertia. Like you are trying to like crawl yourself. You're not trying to like. It is a grave. Like you are trying to. There's no like secret pathway out of here. Where like best case, it's an inertia roll.
I'm great at these. That's a 4.
Yeah, you go to kind of like bounce yourself up into like the stratosphere, and you grab onto like the top of the grave and try to pull yourself up. But then you realize that you're still like how you fell, you're actually being hugged up by the guy, and just because of the constraint that's around you, you have to pass the magnifying glass too, because you're being fully constrained. This is not good.
But that was a failed action roll, correct?
Yeah, if the PC who made the roll had the glass, they get deja vu and must give you the glass.
So I also have Broken Hallelujah.
If they did, whoever has the glass gets deja vu and must give the glass to the PC who rolled low. So it's... so this is the thing where, like, it's stuck on me.
Yep.
Like,
until you give
that's
up.
right. Yes.
It's stuck on me.
Yes,
so I
that's
get
what I mean.
Deja vu, and I'm basically not allowed to run away from my problem unless I give up something. Like
you're locked in an embrace with this dead mountain man.
Yep. I'm I don't like it, and there's no amount of consultation that's going to come through to me. Yeah, I can become far too aware of how stuck I am in this grave. It's like, okay, this is a problem. All right, what can I do? I'm just going to reflexively just start checking his pockets, checking like, does he have valuables? Try to make lemonade out of these shitty lemons.
Yeah,
right now.
Can you roll a coordination roll for me?
Coordination.
Hoping for a grappling hook.
An 8.
An 8. Yeah, that's kind of a mixed success. You are searching through this guy's kind of pockets, and you come across a notebook. And on the front of it, it says Daniel. You pull it out and you read a few details in there.
I'm kind of not sure. Okay, I would like to stop.
If you want to read it.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would even bother reading it. I'd probably just pocket it.
Okay, yeah.
Like, this looks important. Daniel. It says Daniel. I'm not even going to bother looking at the pages right now because I'm not in a place where I feel like I'm safe. So it's just going to a pocket.
Sounds good.
Am I able to find anything else of value on this individual?
Yeah, there is a hastily scrawled kind of list of names within the pocket.
Okay. I'm going to throw that in my pocket possessions as well. Can I get is this individual masculine or feminine presenting?
Masculine presenting. They have a beard. Masculine presenting. Yeah.
Okay. If I had to guess 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, like if I
40s,
like I wouldn't card them for alcohol, like
no. Mm-mm.
Okay. So 40s with beard, got it. All right. I've got the information.
So weird to know what other people look like and not what we look like. We should probably find a mirror.
The less we know about ourselves, the better. It makes it easier for us to lie about it. Fine. You need to eschew this idea of a name and a face. It's just
an identity. It can be a useful thing, man. Why are you always running away from identify?
You know what's better than one identity? Like more. Like.
Man, honestly, the most suspicious person in these murders is us.
So I can't give up the glass at all. So I can't use my emotional escape artist.
And you're wrapped in this guy. You're kind of like wrapped up in him. Like it's like how he's interlocked himself into you. Like you can search him, you can feel around, but like coordinating how to get out of him is going to be
It would take abandoning something emotionally important to me just to prove how detached they are.
You could try yelling for help.
I bet if we stay in here long enough, the killer is going to come by and push the gravestone on top of us and kill us.
He doesn't need to do that. He could just fill in the hole.
Yeah, they fill in the holes, but the gravestone, I mean, and then they're going to see, and then they're going to wonder why there's two bodies in there, and then it's going to be a whole ordeal. There really only needs to be one body in here, and preferably it shouldn't be our body, because like then we're going to get buried alive, and that's going to be a problem. They're going to be like, hey, who are you? Then they're going to put our fucking name on a gravestone, then everybody's going to know who's in here, and it's a whole big goddamn problem.
We should go.
We know who the killer was.
We never checked. Our name could be on the gravestone. I think this guy's pretty good. They could have set this trap up for us.
Well, we're still trapped. Let's get out of the trap.
I can't.
Come on, man. You're the escape artist. Let's go.
I can't. There's a corpse hugging me. That's
a corpse is not what's going to hurt us. The guy who made the corpse is the one who's going to hurt us.
Well, okay, that's
girl.
Fair, but like we're really gommed up in here, folks. We're really just it.
So there's a chance we could yell for help, and it might be answered by that little purple guy or somebody else. It may not be the person who's the killer, or maybe, how would we know? The question is, do you want to take that chance? I don't think we should take that chance. Everybody's a suspect. We need to figure out how to get out of this hole before we die and end up becoming just another body on the slab.
I know.
Come on, man. Okay, relax. You can do this. We can do this. This is our thing. We're a detective. We're a super detective. We do this all the time, right?
We're the super duper detective.
We are the best super duper detective, and we're the only super duper detective here. We need to make this work.
I think you should try turning on the lamp again.
We've got to find the lamp.
Okay,
I don't think the lamp is down in this hole.
No, but if we turn on the lamp, then the light will come back on and we won't be in the dark.
Right.
So then we'll just be back.
Okay, so after...
Have we looked in the mountain man's mouth yet? I really think we should.
Yeah. I think we need to figure out what's in there.
Okay, so...
It could even be the lamp.
All right, so...
You may have a bright, shiny, sunny smile, but I don't think it's a lamp.
Game Master. As the light touch, I probably stick to external parts of the person when I do my theft. Would you consider it abandoning something emotionally important if I were to say... start checking internally?
Oh, you connecting yourself more.
So disconnecting myself from my principles by saying, you know what? Sure, I guess I check mouths now.
I think so, but you're going to have to be comfortable with doing that for everything that you come across.
That's
going to be your one. That's going to be your one way that you could connect. That's something that you have to let go.
That checking people's mouths is verboten. That now, like, oral cavity searches are the standard.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You all wanted it. You all wanted it. You got it. So
you know what? Handcuff keys. People can put like cyanide capsules in their mouths. That's important stuff to check for, right?
So I am eschewing the sanctity of the oral cavity.
Yeah, you open up this guy's mouth. You don't feel any breath, but it's like still kind of like wetish in there as you kind of like feel around the mouth. You kind of like go back and like you're like on the outskirts of the esophagus, but over near the back of molars, you kind of feel down, and it's like there's like a residue back there. It has you kind of like feel that residue, and beside it is like a half melted, like it feels like piece of plastic, and you pull it out and you realize that it's some sort of pill capsule.
Okay.
Well, I guess we've started on our road.
Did he go the cyanide route? Did he do a little?
Oh, and when you let something go, you have to give up the glass, right? Too.
Let's see here. Inertia. So the PC holding the glass becomes demoralized. They cannot voluntarily give up the glass unless they've been
voluntarily.
So now I can voluntarily.
You can volunteer. Yes, you can continue to hold the glass, though. I'm not trying to take it away. I just wanted to make sure that was the case.
Yeah. So I think at this point, I'm like, there's stuff on my person. I just went like wrist deep into this guy's mouth to pull out a capsule.
And you're untangled from him now.
I'm untangled from him now. I think I'm going to do the emotional escape artist and just give this to the chiaroscuro, because, like, hey, you want to parse all this shit? Fine by me. I'm out for a minute.
Well, we have started on our road to a degree in dentistry, possibly, if the whole being a detective thing doesn't work out.
Nah, we were straight up ENT.
Okay, we're still in the hole.
Yep.
We're yeah.
You've got a kind of like a pill casing. You've got a notebook that says the Daniel on the front, and then you have a list of names.
Okay, does the pill smell like anything? Does it smell like
halitosis?
Other than halitosis.
I would say do a
almonds.
Do a what's that?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Can you do a night side check? Yeah.
Night sight.
Night sight.
And so let's just roll in the 2d6s, and then we can add one to it.
Right.
+1, yeah.
Right. Yep, 2d6s. Come on. There we go. We got a
5 + 1. That's a 6. That is a fail.
Yeah, that's not great at all.
Yeah, I would say what happens. You go to kind of like smell the pill, and you're like, it smells good. It smells great to me.
Smells great.
Great aromas.
Yeah, that's right.
Vitamin.
This guy looks like a mountain. This guy was a mountain man, but he definitely brushed his teeth. Okay. All right. I just want to get out of here now. I'm gonna climb out of the grave.
Yeah, do inertia. Do inertia.
2d6s.
Can I spend deja vu?
Wow.
How about I feel you forward a little bit? And so what's going to happen is you're going to kind of like lift yourself up by the arms, and that bum knee that you have, you, as you come up out of the grave, you try to get it, and it slips, and it actually hurts your ankle. And you go up, and you're like fully up on it. You take another injury to your ankle, and you're kind of like leaning on this shovel. Like you cannot stand on this leg anymore. You've sprained your ankle and hurt your knee. And
Broken Hallelujah, failed action. Since Jared failed one once, basically it means it's a beautiful thing to fail sometimes, guys. It's truly beautiful. The way you climbed out of that hole, hurt your ankle, but still managed to get yourself up on that shovel, pose like a kind of like some sort of triumphant statue on a shelf stand.
I feel so alive.
It was so beautiful. Also, you get a deja vu point.
Yeah, you do. You do get a deja vu point. That's for you, Mike.
Yeah, that's yours.
He can choose to give it to someone.
Designate it to someone else.
No,
that's true. Yes,
I'm going to give it to May.
Oh, thank you. I'll take it. All right. So, better plan. I'm going to take the shovel, and I'm going to kind of carve steps out of the side of the grave so that I can have an easier time getting out of this thing.
Accessibility ramp.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. So you're gonna need to do. Normally, I would let you do this, but you cannot stand on a leg.
Right.
So like this shovel is your thing. So you're gonna have to do an inertia roll again.
Okay.
To try to maneuver this physical activity.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shovel. I'm going to try and use both hands with the shovel to dig like a little shelf to use as a ramp or a place to put my feet, like at eye level, while I'm leaning myself back against the other side of the grave. And come on, one of these. Oh no. And I rolled really badly. And wow.
Yeah, so that would be a with inertia. Yeah. It's still a fail. That would be a 3. Yeah. So you're above the grave. You are above the grave. You managed to get yourself out of the grave. So you're still from above, but the shovel that you tried to build stairs out of breaks in half. And like in the moment when it breaks, you kind of fall to the floor on the grass because like it broke in half. So like now you don't have a crutch. You just can hobble around on one leg.
Great. Well, at least I'm out of the grave. Where the hell am I? I'm going to take a look around. What's with all these trees and that door 302?
Yeah, can you roll a reconstructure for me?
Yes.
That's +1.
Finally.
That's an 11 on reconstructure. Let's see. You have expertise in this. Okay, yeah. So you are starting to look around at the area. You see a few different things. The first thing that you note as you go through is that somebody has dug this grave with the shovel that you have recently broken. Above it, they have placed a gravestone, and on it says the words Harold, which I typed in the chat. It says Harold on it.
Harold, and he's covered with hair. Okay.
There are 3 kind of like imprints of black on the top of the headstone, like almost like something has like clawed into there and left like a necessarily a burn, but almost like an inkiness on the headstone itself. And there is a piece of cloth that you find in the pile of dirt that is kind of like where you got the shovel originally. That is purple piece of cloth.
Is it the same shade of purple as the purple outfit that the first person in the mask who was alive we ran into looked like?
I would say that you don't know that from, like, you don't know that. Hard to tell.
Yeah, the lighting here is not great.
You could take it with you. It's small enough you could take it with you.
Yeah, I'll take it with. I also would like to take the part of the broken handle with me, like as a billy club.
Okay, sure. Or vampire stake. Either one.
Or vampire stake. I'm a cop, man. Cops use billy clubs. This is
so you have like a kind of like a shiv/baton. It's a shiv baton.
Yeah, that's if we run into any ninjas or forest monsters, I'm sure it'll come in really handy. That was supposed to be sarcastic, but I can't even tell when I'm being sarcastic anymore. I'm gonna try and go through that door to get out of here.
Okay, yeah. You hop over to the door that reads 302, and you open the door. Around you goes black, and in front of you is the hallway as the door creaks open. You kind of hop out through the door and close it behind you. And just for a second, because you're like, is that all still there? You go to turn 302 again, and it opens back into the normal looking hotel room. So you are now outside of the hall with the door open to the normal looking hotel room.
Fantastic. I hate everything about this. Okay. Is there anything else in the room that is, well, I don't want to say weird because everything about it is weird. Is there anything in the room that's normal?
I will say that because you have the skill, you have obtained all of the physical evidence for the room.
All right. Is there anything in the room that I can use as a crutch or a splint? Is there like any kind of first aid kit? Like maybe I can do something about this bum leg of mine.
I would say roll signal for me.
Okay. Let's do that.
You rolled it twice. It looks like. So I'm going to take. I'm going to take the first result. I will. Yeah, that first result is a. Let's see. What's your signal? +1. Yes, that's a straight up 12. You find actually within the room there is kind of like a set of amenities with a closet, and you find a bathrobe and a walking cane. It's not a very fancy walking cane. It's more like kind of a medical device, like rubber handle, metal pole, but it is a cane nonetheless.
Perfect. I still have the spyglass. Is there a mirror in here? I really need to get a look at what's going on here.
Yeah, there is a mirror in the bathroom.
I'm a little trepidatious, but we need to know what we're working with here. I'm And I am absolutely covered in mud from a grave, which is not great. Also hair. I got hair sticking to me. Okay, I'm going to go into the bathroom, and I'm going to take a quick look in the mirror.
Yeah, you look in the mirror and you look at your face. You seem to be male presenting. Your hair is slightly long. I would say it's down to maybe your neck, but it's not very well put together. You've kind of got a scraggly beard about you, and you kind of look down to your outfit that you're wearing. It's blue in color. You look tired. There's bags under your eyes. You would say that you're probably like maybe 50. Yeah. I would say like you are the upper end of middle age, I would say.
And it looks like I've had a rough couple of days. Oh, okay.
You're very gaunt in face. Like you look, not necessarily. You look older than you probably are.
It's a tough
and
gig.
You were very skinny.
Being a detective in the cold, hard city.